Hi there everyone, Match the Gamer here, and today I am doing a review of the Resurrection F Collector's Edition DVD slash Blu-ray stuff here. Okay, so mine came in finally. I was waiting for it for quite some time, uh, and I had a few conversations with Funimation, nothing against them in regards to that. Everything got handled properly and fast, actually. It was actually on its way whenever I was discussing these issues, but I didn't receive an email from them for whatever reason, showing me my shipping number and such, which normally I get whenever it finally ships, but for whatever reason, it didn't get sent to my email, and I even checked my spam folder and junk folder, and it wasn't there. But either way, it got here, and I'm happy. So without further ado, let's get a look at this. So far, I really like the cover and everything. What it actually is, you slide that off, and on the back here, you got Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, or Super Saiyan Blue, if you really like that, Vegeta, and on the front, Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, or Super Saiyan Blue Goku. The case is a simple blue box, like so, that folds open, and on the actual box itself, you completely unfold it. You can't actually see it from this camera, but it says Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Edition Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F. It's hard to see, but it's on there. I'm not sure. See if like I flash the light just right, you can see like the Z right here, I believe. Yeah, right here. See? But it says that. So anyways, let's open it up, take a look. As you can see, there's the disc prominently displayed. The one with Vegeta on it here is the Blu-ray, and this one over here is the DVD. The Blu-ray has all the special stuff on it. You also get a few interesting little collector's items. Well, only a little bit here, but let's see, you get if I can get this sit off to the side here. You get these little card things right here, like here's this, or a little propaganda Frieza military posters. I think they base them off like Russia's USSR posters that they used to have for like saying "Join the cause, power to the people" or something like that. I don't know. Then there's Frieza. Enlist now. Another one. And then, of course, that one I showed you earlier. My personal favorite one is this one right here, where it shows Frieza's hand and a series of Saiyan pods descending on a planet of some sort, and it's on fire. And the reason I like it is because of the phrase up in the corner right here in these words. It says, "Make new friends, see new worlds, destroy those worlds." And I just like that because I thought it was interesting. Some of those. Alright. You also, if you pre-order this particular version, you actually got a digital code to let you get a copy of the movie, which I've used, and the digital copy goes through, let me see, Ultraviolet, but I think you also have to go through another service to get it too. And when you do that, it lets you get the option of picking whatever quality you want and stuff. I went for the highest quality you can get. And it gives you gives you both the English and Japanese dub of the film. Same audio, same music, of course. The music's in the same both in English and Japanese. It just only difference is the audio. So in other words, whenever you hear Goku talking, it can either be in English or Japanese. And of course, there's a little backing instead of it actually being on the back, which would be right there. It's here, and it just says, "Revenge takes its final form. For almost 2 decades, Dragon Ball Z has been an explosive worldwide phenomenon. And now the most iconic villain of the series is back." And I have to agree, Frieza is the most iconic villain. Without him, a lot of things would have not taken place. Even though he was an early-on villain, still very important, and I argue the most evil of all the DBZ villains. Going further, it says, let me see, and he hasn't grown softer with age. Even with the complete obliteration of his physical form, can't stop the galaxy's most evil overlord. After years in spiritual purgatory, Frieza has been resurrected and plans to take his revenge on the Z-Fighters of Earth. Facing off against Frieza's powerful new form and his army of 1,000 soldiers, Goku and Vegeta must reach new levels of strength in order to protect the Earth from their vengeful nemesis. And of course, the extras are the voices of Dragon Ball Z, They Return, The Return of Dragon Ball Z, Texas Closing Song, US Trailer, and trailers. And by the way, my personal favorite of the extras was the voices of Dragon Ball Z, They're back. And what it is it more or less shows you a couple of real quick scenes from the movie of the voice actors actually recording it in the booth live, and you just get to see the, how they do it. And like, it's real funny with just so much of the like emotion they put into doing these characters. Like, you don't think like some of the stuff they do, but like they're sitting there actually striking poses and everything and making faces. It's just amazing. I really love what they did. Overall, in this movie, and I love that special feature. My favorite moment I remember most of all. There's a moment with Sonny Strat. I'm not sure how you pronounce his name. It's the guy. It's the individual that voices Krillin's voice. Sonny. We'll just call him Sonny. So there's the moment in the movie, and I'm not really spoiling any plot, but Krillin's coming up out of the rocks after everybody's getting up after an explosion, and Krillin comes up, like pushing the rock off his head. And Sonny, I guess, is having the guys at the editing area rewind it back and forth, and he's saying like various things in Krillin's voice, like "Hey, welcome to my lair" or something like that, and just making incredibly funny voices. And that's just what stuck out to me with the most memory overall with this feature. Let me see. Another thing that comes to mind is I remember some of them when they're trying to get them. The mindset of the character, I think it's Ian Sinclair that voices Whis in English, if I'm not mistaken. He's sitting there describing Whis in Whis' voice. So he's saying, "I'm tall, I have tall hair," and I was just like, okay, so he's just trying to get into the mindset for voicing that character. It's just interesting watching what some of them do. The other, the other special feature is more or less showing the premiere of the Japanese with English subtitles over here we got over in California that I unfortunately did not get to attend and would have loved to if I could have, but lack of funds just being one of many issues. And then they also showed the English premiere over in California of the movie. And I really just like the interactions between Sean and Nozawa-san. And for those you don't know, Nozawa is the female voice actress for Goku. But the interactions between the both of them talking and explaining, how they do their characters, differences, similarities, and they both seem to have seem to think they're a lot alike each other. And Nozawa-san actually said that Sean is a lot like her in terms of how she goes about doing Goku's character and just their overall personalities. And the way Nozawa-san talks, she talks like her and Toriyama are very, very close friends. Like, not in a relationship or something like that, just a man and a woman who just happen to be friends, okay? And it's just interesting listening to her talk, because like the way she described her interactions with Toriyama and how she got the role of Goku in the first place way back in the early days of Dragon Ball was just really, really interesting. But so yeah, overall, I like the boxing. I like the little extra cool stuff that they sent in with it. I like the special features. So I give this a full freaking 7 Dragon Balls, guys. Okay, perfect. Wouldn't change a thing. Kind of wish I would have spent the extra $10 to get that T-shirt that they were going to send out. Because if you would have bought this, whenever you could pre-order it through Funimation, there you actually had a special code you could use to get a shirt for $10. I think you can still do it, but don't quote me on that. But I highly recommend getting this movie. And if you can get the T-shirt, get the T-shirt. I wish I would have gotten it. Now, if I wanted, I'd have to go and pay the full price for it. But yeah. Alright guys, so this will be Match the Gamer signing out. Make sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe. Check out my official Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch page, now available down in the description of the video below. So yeah, peace. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z/Kai, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super are all owned by Fuji TV, Toei Animation, Funimation, and Akira Toriyama. I do not claim to own any of these. The video and any images that appear were used under fair use.